How do you feel about what happened here tonight?
Well, I feel it went relatively smoothly. I was disappointed in District A. They did not follow the will of their district wholesale all the way through, and I think that is quite anti-democratic, as I indicated to you, I believe, earlier. Um, I can see not voting the will of your district for a compelling reason, but I just don't think that wholesale, ignoring the will of your district, that there's any rationale for that type of behavior. Um, and so there are going to be primaries in A. It's unfortunate. We were hoping to avoid our primaries, um, and we'll see how that turns out.
Well, speaking of District A, David Watts says that you're a hypocrite because you said that it was undemocratic and that you voted against Migdalia Rivas, which was District B's will, and he says you should apologize. So, what's your response to that?
Well, as I indicated to Nancy Arnowalk earlier, uh, there, the rules allow one to vote differently from the will of your district. Um, but you can't do that willy-nilly. You can, and what he did was a wholesale ignoring of a very lopsided vote in favor of the other candidates who were not endorsed tonight: Eloisa Melendez, Yvel Krefker for Board of Ed, and Steve Sarasas. In my instance, in the case of District B, the only candidate that I voted differently from my district was Migdalia Rivas for the Board of Ed. I think that over the last couple of years, there have been many articles written about the behavior of certain members of the Board of Ed on the Democratic side. Migdalia Rivas was one of the three members of the Board of Ed that were not helpful throughout the last couple of years. Were very difficult. Were not constructive on the Board of Ed, and so I felt that the interests of the city of Norwalk in that particular case were superior, in my view, to the interests of my district. And for that, in what is in my view a very compelling reason, because I am really thinking about the interests of the city and not just my district, I deviated from the will of my district in connection with that vote. And I think that that is what the rules intend when they allow one to vote differently from the members of your individual district committees, which is what I did.
I know we talked about David Watts maybe running for mayor. Um, there's some sentiment that he could be a spoiler. Do you want to comment on that?
This mayor has done a wonderful job for the city of Norwalk. He will continue to do a wonderful job. It is said that we get the democracy, that we get the government that we deserve. I know that the city of Norwalk deserves a mayor like Mayor Rilling, and I have every confidence that we will re-elect him as mayor.